Hey there, I'm Amber.
Hi, I'm Roberta.
And we just wanted to chat with you a little bit today about our topic. I just came to me called Rewinds because Roberta and I were chatting a little bit this week, and we've each had some challenges, and I'm sure you know nothing about those. Like, everybody else's life is perfect, right? It's what it looks like on social media. But I was just thinking, I do my best thinking in the shower. It's so weird, but maybe you can relate. But I was just thinking, like, we sometimes experience things in life that we wish that we could just, like, take it back and maybe not experience or completely redo the experience. And I think we both agree there are some great, amazing things that happened this week, but there are also some challenging things that happened this week. And my dog last Friday night decided to take almost a week ago, take me on a magic carpet ride without the magic carpet. And she's never done this before, bless her little heart. She felt so bad, but I think I blacked out for a second until my cheekbone hit the concrete. But needless to say, I've been hobbling around quite a bit this week. It's been a challenge to laugh, cough, breathe deeply. So I had been saying I wanted to sit still and be quiet and really hear from the Lord. I didn't necessarily mean physically, so maybe I wasn't doing a good enough job emotionally and spiritually, so I needed to just be like taken down, but that's okay. But anyway, things in life happen sometimes where you feel like you just want to have a redo, and maybe you wish it hadn't happened, but I think we can always learn things that, from things that happen to us. And learn to work through challenges as well. One of the things that I learned this week was the people that really care, were reaching out. What can I do? And of course, I didn't blast it all over social media. Not a lot of people knew, but the few people in my close circle that I talked to, regularly or was supposed to meet or whatever. And, I had to lay horizontal for a few days and really just slow down, take care of myself, even though that's not kind of who I am. So anyway, I know it's been a little bit of a challenge, but I've come through it, thank goodness, healing. And
You're able to sneeze today without much pain.
I was able to sneeze without wanting to run for the hills. And I'm able to sit here and laugh right now, which even just last night, I was like, don't make me laugh. I have to hold my rib cage. And so anyway, it's all good. And so, we do face challenges in life, but we can always come through the other side stronger and have lessons from it. So it's also been a blessing, even though it was kind of a crazy start to a blessing.
Yeah.
So what about your week?
My week, it has been crazy busy. So been weeks and weeks of planning an 18th birthday celebration for my soon-to-be 18-year-old. Lots of crafting and planning went into it, and it happened this past Saturday. And it was really special. It went better than I thought. And my son, who we kind of kept a lot of it a secret, and we told him, just that we were doing a dinner and there was going to be something afterward. We didn't tell him who was going to be there except for the people that we, told him you need to invite your closest friends, except for those people. He didn't know who was going to be there. And I told him, you're going to cry, you're going to cry, you're going to cry. And he was like, I'm not going to cry, Mom. I'm not going to cry. I'm a man. I'm not going to cry. And his dad was the last speaker, and his dad made him cry. And he was like, Mom, you called it. You called it. And he was like, except it wasn't you that made me cry. It was Dad. And so anyway, it was precious. Had some disappointments. Family was supposed to be there, and last minute calls of not going to make it, and that was a little frustrating and heartbreaking, but got through it, and it ended up being amazing, So I'm thankful for the church and the people that God's put in our life to love my kids fiercely, and so yeah, there's that. The rest of this week, I've been pulling all-nighters with my daughter.
Oh.
She has had lots of schoolwork this past week, lots of projects, and So yeah, it's been a crazy week of projects, and woke up yesterday with a migraine and was debilitated till after lunch, and just frustrations and disappointments in that arena. But I'm so thankful for the friends and family that God has put in our life to help through those types of frustrations. So yeah. Anyway, so with the frustrations with family, I was feeling a little hurt by that, but not showing up in a big event like I had expected them to, and the Lord taught me something in that, and He reminded me that I often fail Him, and I don't do the things that I know that He's asked me to do, and even before the night was over, I was able to quickly, just, you're right, Lord, these things really don't matter, and I need to move on and forget, not forget necessarily, but forgive, quick to forgive, and so the Lord really gave me that, and it ended up being a blessing.
Wow.
That I was able to move on so quickly, from really what felt like a really big disappointment.
That's such a great lesson
So-
the forgiveness, but not forgetting, because allowing it to be a lesson for you.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I'm
cool.
thankful, and I think that we need those reminders, and I think the way we get those reminders is just staying in the Word, staying in a circle of people who are going to speak hard truths to us, even sometimes, about, the way we're carrying ourselves, our attitudes, our actions. They're going to call us out on it, but in a loving manner, of course. But I think that's why it's so important for us to have people in our lives who encourage us and bless us, and it's important for us to stay in the Word. And I could have easily have harbored that frustration, against said family members. I could have easily held that and kind of harbored it in and let it fester,
Marinate in it,
and be like, I'm rightfully frustrated, and
but then you're just letting them have your power instead of taking that
Yeah.
power.
But God was quick to remind me, look, you've let me down, you've disappointed me, you've not showed up for me when I've needed you to show up for me. And I think that if I hadn't been in the Word, or if I hadn't surrounded myself with people who love the Lord, I think that it would have been much easier for me to fester and really be frustrated. But it wasn't. It was quick, like, you're right, Lord. I need to forgive, and I need to move on. And Lord knows I've disappointed plenty of people, and I don't want them to harbor that against me either, because it's not intentional. I mean, a lot of times it's not intentional to to hurt people. We don't want to hurt people, but we do.
Yeah, and when we fall, we're going to fall.
Of course.
And then all of those emotions come, but as long as you don't stay there.
Yeah.
It's good to surround yourself with like-minded people. I know I used to do training for, leaders, and I would say, if you have we call it stinking thinking, negative thoughts maybe that are holding you back or keeping you from moving forward in whatever it is, whether it be getting out of bed, pursuing your dreams, whatever it is, just going to the grocery store, to recognize that, put a roadblock up in your brain and take a detour and get off that path of the stinking thinking. So you can reroute, I guess, per se, and focus on better things.
Yeah. And Sunday was amazing. I mean, we met with our church on Sunday, and this week's just been really, really good. I'm in a different season with my daughter. The past seasons have really been a season of frustration and really heartache of not knowing how to really parent her well and what are the best decisions to make for her. She's, a teen.
Yeah.
And we're not given a handbook, and so parenting is fly by the seat of your pants a lot of the times.
Right now I have 3 teen daughters, 19, 17, and 13, and they're all completely different.
Yeah.
They really are. I was talking to my oldest today about that. I'm like, she and I have some of the most meaningful, deep, spiritual life conversations, and my middle one barely looks at me. It's crazy. And then my little one's still like, oh, Mommy, I love you so much. I'm like, oh, so I get it all. I have all these different phases of relationships right now with my girls. So.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's a little nuts. It's like there's no handbook.
yeah, it's hard with my daughter because, she has two older brothers, one who's 21 and one who's 17, almost 18, and then she has a younger brother, and so she's the only girl, and I know there's a lot of asserting herself and trying to carve her path in life, and I know that as a girl, in a house full of boys, she feels like she needs to stand out and make herself known, and she's strong-willed, and I thank God for that because she's very determined, and when she sets her mind to something, it's going to get accomplished. And but we're in a new season with her. She's not really an affectionate person, and for me, I'm a very touchy-feely,
Yes.
touch is my love language.
I have one of those too.
And for her, she's always been very standoffish, and she doesn't like attention, not physical attention. If she doesn't want hugs, she doesn't want kisses, she doesn't want you to be in her face and I love you, which my boys are all very much that way, and so
You know what's crazy is
I think with her.
I do think though that we should just keep telling them that we love them,
Mhm.
and even still try.
Yeah.
Because and we don't want to annoy them, but I think that in the long run, later in life, they'll think back. My mom always told me she loved me, and there was no doubt. I mean, even though she wasn't affectionate towards us, because I have one of those too, that there would be no doubt because you showed it and
Yeah.
told her, even if she didn't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Well,
the season we're going into, I told her 2 nights ago, like, I don't know what's going on, but all this I love you and hugs that you're giving me lately, like,
yeah.
I'm really enjoying it. And I don't
Happy
know how long
Christmas
it's
all
going to
year round.
last, but I'm
Aw.
really digging all this attention that you're giving me. So
Sweet.
it has been such a gift. And I'm soaking it up and loving these late nights with my girl, and
Isn't that cool?
just I'm hoping a new season.
Yes.
This is the
No
norm.
hiccups.
But I'll
that's
embrace
cool.
it however it comes. I'll take it however it comes, because I think parenting is one of the most hard but most rewarding things that we
for
could ever
sure.
do.
I'm obsessed with my kids.
Yeah.
In fact, I've always said I wish I could be paid to be like their biggest cheerleader.
Yeah.
I'd be a millionaire.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I always tell my kids I'm your biggest fan.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody will ever be your
Yeah.
biggest fan other than me. I'm the one. I'll always be your biggest fan.
Unconditional love.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And I tell my kids, I wish you could grasp how much I love you. I wish you could grasp how much I love you. One day, when their parents on their own, then they'll be like,
When they have their own heart
I
walking
get it.
outside
Yeah.
of their body.
I get it, Mom. I get it. I get how much you love me.
That's
so
cool.
it's been a really busy. I can't even tell you what I've been doing, but I've been super busy around here. My house has kind of went to chaos planning for this party, and now the party's over, and so now I think it's another type of chaos, like unloading and trying to get back to what's normal for the family. So I can't even tell you what I've been doing, but it's been a chaotic week, but lots of highs and one little low, but it's been good. My college boy came home today, so.
And my
he
college
came
girl came home 2 days ago.
Yeah, he
All is
came
well
home really late
with the
last
brother.
night, but we didn't see him till this morning. So
Aw.
yes, so all is well in Mama's world again. We're a family again.
There must be somebody coming.
Yes.
Well, we just wanted to chat a little bit about challenges that you face, and you're not the only one. We covered a lot of topics today, I think. We can come back and talk more about parenting and whatever else. I mean, we'd love to hear from y'all and know what it is that you're dealing with that you would just like to connect with us and other people about. So always remember that you're worth it and you were loved.
Yes. Bye.